Have you ever woken up one morning, your body moving, your schedule packed, your phone buzzing non-stop, yet inside, you feel nothing but an unnamed, silent fatigue? It's not just the soreness of muscles after a long day. It is the quiet exhaustion of the very flame that once made you love, create, and connect. In the relentless pace of modern life, we seem like runners endlessly circling a track with no finish line, replying to emails, scrolling social media, worrying about the future, regretting the past, striving to meet expectations, until we forget what truly makes us happy. It's no surprise, then, that we so easily fall into exhaustion. Our body grows sluggish, our mind restless, our spirit empty. When we lose connection with ourselves, our inner energy begins to leak away like water from a cracked vessel. We try to patch it with coffee, social media, instant entertainment, yet everything seems to slip away in silence. Slowly, even the simplest joys, a ray of morning sunlight, a loving glance, a deep, full breath, fade from our awareness. Depletion is not merely physical. It is a deep erosion of body, mind, and spirit. Sleepless nights, aching limbs, scattered thoughts, chronic anxiety, and a soul adrift, severed from deeper meaning. In Buddhist teachings, this is called falling into the whirlpool of ignorance, living without truly seeing, without truly knowing we are alive. In that state, many turn to meditation seeking refuge. But meditation, bhavana in Sanskrit, meaning cultivation, is not merely a relaxation technique, nor an escape from reality. It is a way of living, a gentle returning to yourself, to your breath, to your body, to your consciousness, to the only place where life truly unfolds, the present moment. In the early Buddhist tradition, Theravada, meditation is not separate from daily life. It is the raft that carries us across the ocean of suffering, the light that reveals the roots of our weariness, the medicine that heals us from the depths of our being. The Buddha himself, after renouncing princely wealth and privilege, chose the path of meditation beneath the Bodhi tree, deep in the forest. He did not seek outside answers, but simply returned inward. And from that profound stillness, enlightenment bloomed. Today, amid the noise and pressure of the modern world, the value of meditation remains unchanged. Meditation does not require you to overhaul your life. It simply asks you to pause, just for a moment, to return to your breath, to listen quietly within. And in that stillness, energy naturally returns. Not because of any miracle, but because you were brave enough to sit quietly with yourself. You do not need to be a good meditator. You don't need to force your body into the lotus posture or strive to empty your mind. Even 1 minute of sincere presence is enough to begin the healing journey. A journey that doesn't rush, but begins right from the exhaustion you feel now. Because sometimes, only when we are completely worn down, do we finally turn back toward what is most real within us. Many believe rest alone is enough to heal, a lazy Sunday, a short trip, a few hours lost in entertainment. But that is only a pause, not true restoration. Like a broken branch that cannot heal simply by lying still. The heart and mind need light, nourishment, and time to truly mend. Meditation is not just a good habit. It is a path of returning. A journey of healing from within, slowly, steadily, and with great tenderness. In Buddhist teaching, meditation is compared to cultivating a field. It is not about forcing positivity or suppressing negativity. It is about mindful observation. Seeing clearly, feeling fully, without chasing after or resisting anything. It is about sitting quietly with yourself, even when storms rage within. No more running away. No more judgment. No need to get better immediately. Just being there. Like a loving mother, who does not silence her crying child but simply holds them in her arms with deep compassion. True healing begins with this wholehearted acceptance of the present moment. In the Buddha's Satipatthana Sutta, the discourse on the 4 foundations of mindfulness, he taught, one dwells observing the body in the body, the feelings in the feelings, the mind in the mind, the phenomena in the phenomena, with ardent effort, clear awareness, and mindfulness, removing craving and sorrow. Only by truly seeing can we free ourselves from being led astray by illusions. Only when emotions no longer drag us along can we finally touch something still. Something steady within. What the Buddha called inner peace, Citta Santi. And this peace does not come from outside. Not from being admired. Not from achievements. Not from wealth or fame or social media validation. True peace arises when we have the courage to stop. To turn inward. And realize. What we have been seeking all along has always been here. Waiting within every breath. Within the simplicity of this very moment. When practicing meditation, you don't need to start with anything grand. Simply sit quietly, close your eyes, and silently observe your breath. No fixing, no forcing, no expectation. Just notice the breath as it comes in, as it goes out. Simply recognize when the mind wanders, and gently, lovingly, bring it back. Each time you return, even the smallest return, is already one step on the path of healing. Don't wait until you are free to meditate. Meditation is not separate from daily life. It is how you drink a sip of water, how you take a step, how you do your work. With awareness. You don't need the perfect setting or absolute silence. You only need a heart willing to listen. Inside each of us, there is always a clear, fresh stream quietly flowing. We simply get too busy, too noisy, and forget it's there. Meditation is how you place your ear upon the earth and listen again. Allowing yourself to slowly come home. When practiced steadily, you'll feel your energy being renewed. Not by adding anything new, but by gently letting go of the clutter that has long burdened you. The more you meditate, the lighter you become. The lighter you are, the more authentic you are. And when you live truthfully with yourself, you no longer exhaust yourself playing roles or carrying others' expectations. This is healing from within, where you no longer need to earn your worth, but simply exist, present, sincere, and at peace. Many people think exhaustion comes from working too hard, sleeping too little, or outside pressures. But if you listen deeper, you will see, even those who rest well and live in comfort still often feel drained. Not because their body is tired, but because their soul is starving for a true connection with itself. Why do we become exhausted? Buddhism looks deeply at the roots of human suffering. The Buddha taught, while the body can grow tired, the real source of weariness always begins in the mind. Through the quiet cultivation of mental toxins, there are three primary inner fires that burn away our vitality: greed, lobha, hatred, dosa, and delusion, moha. Greed is never feeling enough. It's the emptiness that keeps us endlessly chasing after external things: money, success, love, fame. A greedy person isn't necessarily bad. Often, they are hardworking, striving individuals, but inside, they feel incomplete. If only I had this, if only I achieved that, then I would be happy. Living in this mindset of never enough, they never truly rest. Their heart is always running, endlessly depleting itself. The Buddha said, "There is no fire like the fire of greed." Each success doesn't bring peace, it only adds new pressure. Hatred is the mind's rebellion, anger and rejection of reality. Whether it explodes outward or smolders silently, anger burns through our strength every day. A person clinging to anger, even sitting still, is like a body smoldering from within. Stress hormones surge, the heart races, the breath shortens, sleep becomes restless. Hatred doesn't just damage relationships, it first scorches the soul of the one who harbors it. The Buddha compared anger to a fool picking up hot coals to throw at another, but burning their own hands first. Delusion is the darkness of ignorance, not seeing the true nature of life, not understanding oneself, not knowing the path to true peace. A deluded person may live amid abundance yet feel utterly lost. They are pulled by society's definitions. You must succeed like this. You must be happy like that. And when they fail to meet these measures, they collapse into confusion and exhaustion. Delusion leads people to seek happiness in all the wrong places, only to end up disappointed and worn out. If greed, hatred, and delusion are poisons that stain the heart, then meditation is the profound cleansing. Meditation isn't about suppressing emotions or forcing joy. It is simply sitting quietly and observing each mental formation arise. With mindfulness, sati, and clear awareness, sampayanya. As the breath becomes the bridge connecting us back to ourselves, we begin to recognize when greed stirs, when anger smolders, when delusion clouds the mind. Not judging, not running away, just quietly seeing. Each time you clearly see a harmful mental state, It's like diffusing a hidden bomb within yourself. Gradually, silence returns. Not because you control life, but because you understand and tame your own mind. The Buddha taught, when muddy water is left undisturbed, it settles and clears. When greed, hatred, and delusion settle, the true heart, pure and radiant, shines forth. When you live with mindfulness, life no longer pulls you off course. You are no longer burned by anger, nor lost in the fog of ignorance. What remains is clarity, gentleness, and depth. Like the still surface of a morning lake. Have you ever ended a day with a heavy sigh, feeling like you rushed through it without truly living? Life flows past like a fast-forwarded movie, and we are just spectators, carried away, barely touching it. Mindfulness is the key to another way of living, where you are truly present, truly listening, truly touching each moment of your life. In the early Buddhist tradition, mindfulness meditation, satipatthana, is not merely a relaxation technique, but a way of being, the foundation for the end of suffering. Mindfulness isn't about forced positivity or intense concentration. It's simply about knowing clearly what is happening right now. Without judgment, without clinging, without running away. When washing dishes and knowing you are washing dishes, that is meditation. When breathing and knowing you are breathing, that is meditation. This simple awareness, when sustained, has the power to dissolve ignorance. Like a small flame strong enough to light up the night. We lose energy not because we do too much, but because we let our mind wander. Worrying about the future, regretting the past, resisting the present. Mindfulness brings the mind back to the body, back to the present moment. And in that moment, energy naturally renews itself. You don't need a monastery or perfect posture to practice meditation. Each morning, when you wash your face, feel the cool water against your hands. At each meal, chew slowly and taste the food with gratitude. With every step, feel the earth steady beneath your feet. Mindfulness transforms the most ordinary acts into something sacred. Because in that moment, you are not merely doing, you are living. The Buddha taught an important truth. It is not necessary to reach the fourth jhana, deep meditative absorption, in order to attain enlightenment. And attaining the fourth jhana does not guarantee liberation. Meditation is not a competition about who can enter deeper states of absorption. It is a journey of purifying the mind. Just like polishing a mirror isn't about admiring a clean mirror, but about seeing yourself clearly. Meditation is not an escape from life. Meditation is living fully in this very world, without letting the world sweep you away. Whoever you are, someone juggling countless responsibilities, someone burdened by work and duty, you can still touch the depth of meditative stability, samadhi. If you know how to come back to your breath, soften your burdens, and stay awake to each moment. You don't need to set goals like, I must reach the second jhana, or I must attain the fourth jhana. All you need is to start with the simplest things. One conscious breath. One mindful step. One moment of soft letting go while eating, walking, or working. The 4 stages of meditation are not somewhere far away. They are right here. Inside the still, quiet heart that knows it is alive. Breath meditation. Returning with every breath. Simply sit quietly. No need to adjust or control the breath. No need to interfere. Just feel it, the natural flow of the breath. Like a hidden spring always present within you. As you sit, the mind slowly lets go of its attachments. The streams of energy that were leaking into worries about the past, fears of the future, and countless anxieties. Gather back, nourish, and restore the deep roots within you. Breath meditation, anapanasati, requires no special conditions. Just a quiet place. A small pocket of silence. And a heart sincerely longing to come home. That's enough. With that, you have already planted a seed of healing and true aliveness within your soul. Walking meditation. Each step is a homecoming. Not everyone finds it easy to sit still in the beginning. Some have restless minds. Some have bodies unaccustomed to stillness. For them, walking meditation, kankama. The practice of walking slowly and mindfully is a gentle, accessible gateway. Walking meditation is not about reaching a destination. Each step is not a step forward, but a step back to yourself, to the present moment. Every step whispers, I am alive, I am here, I still have this precious chance to be at ease in this life. Walk slowly, gently, following the rhythm of your breath. You might silently recite, stepping, knowing I am stepping. No need to force anything. Just let your body and mind move naturally. Like a gentle river flowing to the sea. The Buddha and his monastic community, the Sangha, also practiced this way. Walking through villages and forests during their alms rounds. Each step filled with awareness. Without hurry. Today, you too can practice walking meditation. In a park, down a hallway, or even around your small room. Each step can become a silent prayer to life itself. Loving kindness, medicine for the soul. Loving kindness, metta, is not a decoration for morality. It is deep medicine. Healing the roots of the heart. When your heart is no longer torn by anger, blame, or shame, it becomes as light as a spring breeze, carrying new life to every cell of your being. Mindfulness in everyday life. Living fully in every moment. You don't need a meditation cushion, a mountain retreat, or a temple to practice mindfulness. Mindfulness is the ability to be fully present, anywhere, anytime. When washing dishes, know you are washing dishes. When drinking tea, taste the tea saturating your body. When listening to someone, truly listen with your whole heart. Mindfulness doesn't require you to do anything extra. Only to do what you're already doing, but with your whole presence. And when your mind is no longer dragged away by regrets of the past or worries about the future, your life energy is preserved, renewed, and reborn naturally. Meditation is not separate from life. Meditation is life. A way of living awake, gentle, and wholehearted. In each breath, each step, each kind glance. Meditation is not only for monks and hermits. It is for anyone who is tired. Anyone longing for a true home amidst the chaos of life. Start with one conscious breath. One mindful step. A little kindness. Even in the smallest acts, cooking, cleaning, working, you are already walking the path back home to yourself. Meditation is the journey that heals you, that quietly revives every drop of energy you thought you had lost. Today, with the meeting of Eastern wisdom and modern science, meditation is no longer seen as a mystical ritual. Neuroscience, mind-body medicine, and clinical psychology have brought meditation out of secluded monasteries into laboratories, hospitals, and healing centers around the world. Meditation is no longer just a spiritual practice. It has become a comprehensive healing method, a way to renew both body and mind. When we meditate, the brain's activity shifts from beta waves to alpha waves, moving from a state of stress and busyness to a state of deep relaxation. Alpha waves, 8 to 13 Hz, represent a relaxed yet alert state, like lying under a tree and watching the clouds drift by. Theta waves, even deeper, are associated with creativity, intuition, and the flow state, when you are so absorbed in doing what you love that you lose track of time. Long-term meditators even show increased gamma waves, brain waves linked to higher intuition, full brain synchronization, and a profound sense of unity with the universe. Meditation doesn't make the brain sleepy. Instead, meditation helps the mind conserve energy and regenerate deeply, as if you were upgrading the entire operating system of your consciousness. Meditation and the autonomic nervous system. The human body operates through two main systems: the sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight response, and the parasympathetic nervous system, rest and healing response. The sympathetic system gears you up to fight, flee, or deal with danger. Your heart races, blood pressure rises, muscles tense up. The parasympathetic system helps your body recover, slowing the heartbeat, lowering blood pressure, aiding digestion, and restoring calm. Modern life, with its relentless pace, social media overflow, and endless negative news, keeps the sympathetic system activated almost constantly, pushing the body into a permanent state of emergency, even when there's no real danger. Meditation, with just 10 to 20 minutes a day, acts like a gentle break, bringing your body back into its natural healing mode. Heart rate stabilizes. blood pressure lowers, digestion restarts. The body begins to heal itself. It's like tapping the brakes on an engine running at full speed, allowing your mental and physical machine to rest and repair before it burns out. Just 10 to 20 minutes of meditation daily can already trigger remarkable transformations inside you. Your heartbeat calms, blood pressure gently drops, digestion restarts, and a soft wave of peace begins to spread through your entire being. Meditation is like a soft brake pedal pressed on a car racing toward exhaustion, helping the tired engine slow down, recover, and keep going, instead of collapsing midway. And it's not just your breath and heart being cared for. Your sleep quality, blood pressure, and immune system, the very foundations of life, also significantly improve. Clinical research has confirmed this. Meditation doesn't just relax the mind. It triggers deep biological changes in the body. A 2015 study published in JAMA Internal Medicine showed that older adults suffering from insomnia experienced significant improvements in sleep quality after just 6 weeks of mindful meditation. Research from Harvard University and the American Heart Association also confirmed just 10 to 20 minutes of meditation per day can stabilize blood pressure, help manage hypertension, and strengthen natural immunity. Meditation also stimulates the thymus gland, which produces immune cells. Especially when meditation is combined with loving kindness, metta, the body's healing capacity multiplies. Those who regularly practice loving kindness meditation tend to get sick less often, recover faster, and show lower levels of chronic inflammation, because meditation reduces cortisol, the stress hormone known to damage cells and be the root cause of many chronic diseases like heart disease, diabetes, and depression. When East meets West, something miraculous happens. What modern science has taken decades to uncover. The Buddha saw clearly more than 2.500 years ago. Without brain scans, without blood tests. With pure wisdom, he realized, when the mind is peaceful, the body thrives. When the mind is chaotic, the body decays. The Buddha showed us the path of mindfulness, sati, meditation, bhavana, and loving kindness, metta. Not to become someone else, but to return home to ourselves, whole and healthy as we are. Today, as Eastern spirituality meets Western science, meditation is no longer the hidden art of monks in remote hermitages. It has become a tool of energy restoration available to everyone. Whether you are a doctor, an engineer, a teacher, or a worker, as long as you are willing to start with one mindful breath. Meditation is no longer confined to sitting cross-legged with incense and chanting bells. It doesn't need a silent room or a strict schedule. Because meditation isn't an action. Meditation is a way of living. When you truly understand this, you realize every moment can become a meditation. From the first conscious breath as you greet the morning, to the quiet gratitude as you close your eyes at night, every small action, illuminated by the light of awareness, becomes a doorway to deep peace. Yet a common modern habit remains. The moment we open our eyes, we reach for our phones, scrolling messages, social media, floods of news. Right from the very first seconds, our mind is swept away from itself. A tidal wave of external information rushes in, triggering anxiety, comparison, and expectation before our feet even touch the ground. Thus, the journey of returning begins in the simplest way possible. Instead of rushing outward, turn inward. Breathe. Be present. Just that, a single, mindful moment, and you have already crossed the threshold into meditation and opened the door to living your day more deeply, more fully. Try starting with something very simple. When you wake up, don't rush to jump out of bed. Stay still, just for a few minutes. Feel your breath flowing in and out. Feel your body still warm beneath the soft blanket. Feel the gentle light filtering through the window. Just like that, you begin your day with mindfulness, sati. If you can start your morning with presence, you give yourself a much greater chance to live the rest of your day fully, rather than just rushing through it. A meal with mindfulness is not only nourishment for the body, but also nourishment for the soul. Imagine a meal without a phone, without TV, without loud music. Just you, your food, and your full presence. When you chew slowly, you can truly taste the sweetness of the fruit, the crispness of the vegetables, the gentle fragrance of the spices. Small, beautiful things we usually miss in our busy lives. And not only does your body get nourished, but your heart fills with gratitude. Gratitude for the earth that bore the seed, for the sweat of the farmer, for the hands that cooked, and for the sheer miracle of being alive, here and now. A mindful meal, so simple, yet so sacred, becomes a silent and profound ritual of meditation. We spend most of our lives working. If meditation were only sitting quietly for 20 minutes a day, then 90% of our lives would pass in unconsciousness. But work itself can become a form of meditation. If you learn to bring your mind back to the present moment, to pour your full attention into just one task at a time, without multitasking, without letting yourself be pulled away by endless notifications. When you work with mindfulness, you don't just work more efficiently, you also exhaust yourself less. Because your energy isn't leaking away into unconscious thoughts. When you write an email, water a plant, or wash a cup, do it as if it were the most important thing in the world. Meditation does not distinguish between big and small tasks. It only asks, are you present? Life is a continuous flow. If you don't know how to pause, you will eventually be swept away and burned out. Train yourself to pause several times a day, just to breathe and feel. 1 minute before switching tasks. 3 minutes between meetings. 5 minutes of quiet after lunch. These are like small oases of mindfulness in the desert of busyness. You can set gentle reminders on your phone, or place a little sticker on your desk that simply says, "Breathe." Each time you pause, you are returning to your body, to your mind, to the living moment itself. No one can walk a long journey without stopping to rest. A person who truly understands meditation knows when to stop, in order not to lose themselves along the way. When the day ends, many people still do not truly rest. They carry worries, unfinished plans, and regrets into bed, turning sleep into a struggle rather than a surrender. Train yourself to create a small ritual before sleep. Turn off your phone early. Sit quietly for a few minutes, or lie down and breathe mindfully. Feel your body gently letting go. Reflect on your day, without judgment, just observing. Smile gently at the good things, and softly release the things still unfinished. This is not just preparing for sleep. It is offering a mindful farewell to a day well lived. Meditation is not a technique. Meditation is a way of living. When you truly understand this, you will see that every moment can become an opportunity to return to your breath, to your steps, to a gaze filled with gratitude. You don't need to quit your job, leave the city, or become a monk. You simply need to live fully, one breath, one action, one moment at a time. Mindfulness, sati, may not change the world, but it will change how you show up in it. And from there, the world within you will grow more peaceful, deeper, and more vibrant. Meditation doesn't demand perfection. It only asks that you return, consistently and sincerely. In a world that worships speed, productivity, and achievement, we easily forget that the journey back to ourselves is not a race. Meditation is not like athletic training, where you must run faster, lift heavier, or perform better each day. In meditation, you don't need to be better than yesterday. You only need to be fully present today, with a tender and honest heart. Many people approach meditation with the ambition to quickly reach inner peace, to enter deep absorption, to see immediate results. But ironically, that very urgency becomes the greatest obstacle on the path. Meditation is like planting a seed. You cannot force it to grow by pulling it upward. You can only water it, nourish the soil, protect it from harsh weather, and then allow it to grow according to its natural rhythm. If you demand your mind to be still immediately, you will only feel frustrated. But if you simply sit, breathe, and observe without any goal, something miraculous will happen. Your mind will gradually settle, like a lake after a storm. Many people ask, how much meditation is enough? The answer is simple. You don't need long hours. You only need consistency. Even just 5 minutes a day, if done steadily, is enough to spark profound transformation within. Your mind will slowly learn to turn inward rather than outward. Your body will relearn how to relax. Your breath will become a loyal companion, guiding you home whenever you feel lost. Of course, if you can meditate longer, 20 minutes, an hour a day, that's wonderful. But don't let meditation become a burden or another task to accomplish. Better to meditate a little, but regularly, than a lot and then give up. One subtle trap in meditation is craving. Craving for peace, craving for a pain-free body, craving to see visions or hear sacred sounds, even craving for enlightenment. But the moment you start wanting something, you have already left the present moment. You are chasing a better state, instead of embracing what is here. Meditation is not about doing anything. It is about listening without interference. Listening to what your body is whispering. Listening to emotions that come and go like clouds drifting across the sky. Listening to the movements of your mind, whether turbulent or calm, without judgment, without resistance. Simply being present. Like a silent, compassionate friend sitting quietly beside you, asking for nothing. There will be days when your meditation feels deep and serene. And there will be days when your mind scatters, your body aches, and you feel like you're getting nowhere. In those moments, please, be gentle with yourself. Don't scold, don't be disappointed, don't compare. Just breathe and whisper to yourself. It's okay. Today, this is enough. You do not meditate to become someone else. You meditate to come home to yourself. With all your imperfections, just as you are, already whole. Self-compassion is not weakness. It is the wise understanding that this path is long, and only kindness will carry you far. The breath never abandons you. Whether you are joyful or sorrowful, healthy or exhausted, focused or scattered, your breath is always there, soft, steady, and forgiving. Thus, every breath is a doorway back to life itself. You don't need to be perfect to begin. You only need to start. With one breath, then another. And tomorrow, yet another. Meditation is not a destination. Meditation is a way of walking slower, deeper, and closer to your true self. We live in a noisy, hurried world, where everything seems to demand we move faster, accomplish more, fix problems instantly. In the midst of all that, meditation offers a quiet invitation to stop, not to withdraw, but to truly live. Sometimes we run endlessly until our body and spirit are both weary, and we still don't feel we've arrived anywhere. But if one day you choose to pause, breathe deeply, and look within, you will discover a simple truth. Healing does not come from the outer world. It arises from within you. To sustainably restore your energy, There is no path simpler or more profound than weaving meditation into your daily life. This article has shared with you some practical forms of meditation. Accessible methods you can apply right amidst your busy life, without needing to renounce the world. Mindful breathing, anapanasati, the foundation that brings the mind back to the body, helping you recognize and master each moment. Walking meditation, a practice of slowing down, reconnecting with each step and the miraculous movements of the body. Loving kindness meditation, metta bhavana, healing the internal resistance and expanding compassion toward yourself and others. Mindfulness in daily life, bringing awareness not just to sitting meditation, but to every meal, every task, every relationship. Each of these practices does not demand complex techniques or long hours. They simply ask for a willing heart. To practice steadily and gently, right in the midst of daily life. Each practice helps restore your energy, nourish your peace, and anchor you amidst the chaos. Meditation is not a temporary fix for stress or exhaustion. Meditation is a way of living. A path that leads you back to yourself, to lasting peace and balance from deep within. It's not a quick remedy, but a solid foundation for long-term recovery. When you practice meditation, you are not just soothing today's worries. You are building a refuge for your soul. A place you can return to, no matter what storms may come. Just like physical exercise strengthens your body, meditation strengthens your heart and spirit, making you resilient, flexible, and steady through life's challenges. See meditation as a lifelong journey, where every step you take is a step homeward. Where you gradually realize that true peace isn't something to be found out there. Peace is the art of returning to yourself. The ability to remain grounded amidst the waves of life. What we usually call fatigue is not just physical exhaustion. It is, at its core, the depletion of our spiritual energy. When the mind loses presence. When we stop living fully in the moment. Energy leaks away. Through anxious thoughts, negative emotions, and endless worries. Meditation is the gateway back to the present. It helps you recognize each moment clearly. Stop scattering. And in that return, energy is naturally restored. You don't need to do anything extraordinary. Just stop, just breathe. A calm mind is the foundation for all healing. Even a small, gentle step, taken with patience, is already a faithful companion walking beside you on the path of awakening. And to make this journey less lonely, I warmly invite you to join our community. A space where we practice meditation together. Share our honest experiences. And uplift one another as we restore energy and rediscover inner peace. In our community, you will find gentle meditation videos, deep, insightful talks on meditation, and inspiring writings to nourish your practice. We are here to help you sustain your daily practice. So meditation is no longer a distant theory. but becomes the living breath within your everyday life. Let's begin today. Let every day be illuminated by the light of presence. Let's walk together, cultivating a life rich in energy, peace, and grounded inner strength.